I am AngelicoPalazzi. Thank you for tuning in. Just like I promised, we got a little unboxing. I always wanted a sustain pedal for the keyboard. This little guy here, real simple, basic stuff. Put that in the side. Affordable, they're not expensive, but like in the old days, they used to be really expensive. I got the gold one, real simple, has a little switch here and on. Let's try it out, let's see what we think. We're here in my little studio that I got. Let's try this bad boy. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we get the notes. And then we're gonna sustain it. Say, of course, it's gonna be my fit. Sounds good. Awesome. It does the job. That's pretty cool. Then of course we got here we have the iCai MPK Mini. So I can just have fun, you know, for like just keep my mind occupied. Sometimes, you know, you're traveling, you want to go somewhere and you don't want to have a hard time because you got you don't have to have struggling about nothing. And let's see if we can crank up the volume a little louder there. Just a bit more. Let's see if that helped. And of course, look how wonderful this sustain pedal is working. And they're only around 10 bucks on eBay. You can just go ahead and let's see. Here's a little box. You guys can see the brand here. Not bad. That's the little boxes, you know, so pretty much going straight to the trash after this. And after that, here we go to check out my equipment. Now I got some, of course, we got the iCai, that's the new one here. And we got this little classical guitar here that I did a trade for some speakers. I hope I didn't, but it's pretty simple. Pretty crazy stuff. But of course, I'm not a guitar player and stuff like that, so I'm just goofing around learning stuff. Pretty much my main power is probably keyboards and singing and stuff like that, so it's fun to have stuff like this around, you know, you can enjoy music, and that's my passion, you know. I want to talk about that, you know. All thanks to, you know, my parents and all my family. I want to thank them all for always supporting me, and I want to appreciate that. I want to thank you guys, and of course my fans and friends and family, and all thanks to you guys. This all became my reality, and all my passion towards music goes out to like what I like. You know, I started listening to like the Alvin and the Checkmarks, how I started. You know, of course the Beatles were a great influence. In the heavy metal industry, you know, back in the early 80s, when my dad used to play all kinds of music like CCR, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, The Doors. You know, I was always having a good time with, you know, and my dad used to buy me all these little instruments, and I'll eventually end up breaking them, but that's pretty much the story, you know, like Halloween, Angra, Rock City, all this heavy metal from the bands from the 80s are really awesome, you know. And also I have another stand I wanted to talk about as well. This little guy, like I ordered this guy here. Get this out of the way here. So I can hold like either my electric guitars, because not all the time I want to have all this out here. So I figured maybe we're gonna try this out. I don't know if it's willing to hold this kind of stuff like that. It looked like it did. Yeah, pretty good job. And then of course, this bad boy right here. This is what I'm gonna try to learn how some major like progressive stuff, like some power chords and stuff, like doing some djent music. And this is the 8-string Harley Bento. Really wonderful guitar. And let's see, this is what I wanted to do. See if it's, sometimes I just want to, it seems like it did, look at that. It's not bad. This one runs up for like about another $14, $13 on eBay and stuff like that. People want to buy stuff like that. This was the C3 dual guitar stand. Not too bad. And I'm pretty inspired about to learning like all kinds of styles of music, and I like to compose classical stuff. Get like a bass. Very cool. And I normally talk about what kind of distortions I use with this to get the sound that I wanted. So far, we've been using these two guys right here. The Cool Music Insane Distortion and the Amun together, and it sounds really cool. Tomorrow we're gonna talk about a very cool synthesizer that I liked a lot, and it's the Mini Nova. So we'll be tuning in next time, and thank you for everything, and we'll see you guys around. Take care. Thank you. Have a good night.